What it is, y'all, it's your old boy Pilk, and we've got to talk about some stuff and that's just recently got added to the game. Obviously, we have the raid that is back. We'll discuss that in its own right. The number one thing you need to know about the raid is you are looking at electric-type units for this raid. Really, I kind of feel like it's going to favor Artemis so heavily that, well, let's talk about the banner. It's not really a new banner, but it is a kind of a rerun of sorts. So if we go down here, they did drop an Electri Gotcha. I was really tempted to go into this, if I'm totally honest, because I could use some dupes of some of these units. Here's the thing. Step 1 is a guaranteed UR scene card. It's 500 paid. 2,500 paid, you're guaranteed to get a UR assist. The third one, 2,500 paid, you're guaranteed to get a UR adventure. On the face of it, good values. This is the kind of stuff we were expecting to see out of DanChro in regards to like how DanMemo treated us. Now, because remember in DanMemo, you pay for a paid summon, you get a unit. Super nice. DanChro's finally catching up with that. And I think that is fantastic. If they can keep this up, then I think this solves 90% of the problems with the gacha system. I know it doesn't fix the free-to-play aspect of it, but the fact that people can actually finally get value for their investment when they're actually investing real money into the game. Because remember, that's how these games stay alive, guys. Got to spend some money at some point, or, you know, for every 10 free-to-play users, there's one person out there like me that's looking at this going, that's tempting and that's tasty. However, I'm not going to do this, and I'll tell you exactly why. I think this team is one that is overdue for a major buff. There's not a lot of units on this team, and most of the units on this team are pretty ancient. You know, like, we've only had the game for a year. Most units, these units are base level units that are pretty old. Artemis is the best one out here. Artemis is fantastic, but one unit alone can't save this team. So, really, like I said, on the face of it, I was tempted, but I'm not going to do it. I'm flat out not going to do it. I'll show you the team that I'm kind of honing for the raid. Now, I haven't really run my tests on the raid yet because it just dropped last night. But if we go over here to the raid, this is actually what I'm thinking about using. And let me kind of explain my thoughts here. Now, I've run a couple tests without anybody else. Soloing this raid is going to be pretty difficult. But I know that because it is, you know, you are prone to want to use electric types. Obviously, Philvis is going to be at a bit of a disadvantage here. But the whole reason being is for her SA. So if we go to her skill details, go down here. She provides 30% shield for 25 seconds at max. Mine's level 9, so it's 29.5% shield for 25 seconds. In fact, I don't even have any dupes. So let's pull, or do I have, let's say no dupes at level 9. So I think that's where I'm at with her. 19% shield for 10 seconds, and 25.3% vitality increase for all units within range. That literally means that anybody that's around her at that point in time will get that boost. 6.3% in status increase for 10 seconds 5 times. In status increase can be stacked up to 5 times. Each duration resets upon multiple activations. So if you have a bunch of people running her, that's a huge in status increase. Okay. Now it doesn't unfortunately affect Artemis as much, but let's go over here and look at Haruhime. Haruhime, cooldown 3,000. It's a little higher than most. All unit support technique apply 43% damage increase to all units for 32 seconds. 8.5% damage reduction. Yes, I realized I went to a different screen for this. Just follow me. So these two units are really just kind of there to give Artemis maximum boost. And then I've put a bunch of stuff on her to keep her alive. And just basically, you know, regen some health, help increase her vitality, so on and so forth. So my other adventurers are really just there as supporters. That's all they exist for. Because she's that good. I honestly feel like that's going to be a really solid team. I won't know. We'll try it here in a little bit. Stay tuned for that. Just because I got to find other people running the raid. And that's going to be its own gripe. We'll talk about that later. But along with this comes another really interesting thing here. You have a brand new exchange and a brand new daily, a brand new daily event. These are missions you need to pay attention to. So if you go down here to training camp, this will be lasting essentially a week. Daily, clear the raid once, you get coins. Log it for 3 days, you get coins. Clear 6 upgrade quests, you get coins. Clear the thrilling summer aria. Notice that the upgrade quest you can do basically that in 2 days. Clear the test of strength, you get 2 coins. In fact, we could probably go skip that now. Let's see. Oh, that one. Yeah, that one's a beast. We'll mess with that here shortly. That's one I'm not looking forward to because it is rugged. But nevertheless, tons of missions. So what do you do with those coins? Well, come over here to the exchange. In training camp, you have a bunch of bonds you can get for free. So you need to be paying attention. You need to be doing this every single day. There's Mystical Fauna here. There's All Encompassing Fauna. But these bonds are, in my opinion, way more important than anything else that's out there right now. Did he just point at the same time? These are the bonds you're looking for. No, I'm whatever. My ADD aside, these are the kinds of things that we would really like to see out of DanChro. I think DanChro really is evolving and getting better as a game. I think the devs really understand what the fans are expecting and what this game needs really to survive for, several years, if not maybe at least 6-7 year run that DanChro or that DanMemo had. I really feel like they're improving, they're getting better, and they're most of all paying attention. And that's, I think, a super important thing that people are missing here. The devs, they paid attention. We knew from day one they pay attention because, and I said this the other day, when they were originally going to drop the game last year, they said, wait, the global version of the game is getting ready to end. The anniversary is coming up. They literally waited until just a matter of days before the other anniversary was expired before they dropped their own game. So they're not dummies. They know exactly what they're doing. They're paying attention. They're calculating. Now, I won't say they've always made the right choice, but when it comes to things like this, once again, the anniversary is a week away. When it comes to things like, let's go back to the gacha for a second, because I think this is phenomenal. The fact that we're getting, guaranteed stuff on our paid gachas, I think that's phenomenal. I think that's absolutely phenomenal. I just everything to me right now is saying this game is getting better and the devs are listening. And I think that's the most important takeaway from this, is that while we go into the anniversary and while people have, self-included, have been very critical of this game, I think this anniversary, if you guys haven't seen the trailer, the anniversary breakdowns on Twitter, I'll cover those later on today. Or actually, I'll probably cover those tomorrow because there's a lot going on today. But there is so much happening and so much in preparation and things, just every reason to be hype. And frankly, I'm really excited. So make sure you guys like, comment, and share. I'll be back with more coming up here really, really soon.